So to prepare our wooden flowers for the styrofoam ball, and we're making the kissing ball style today. It's an ornament, but you could hang it off of a doorknob or make something to resemble a mistletoe as well. I am using small roses. They're about 1 inch in diameter, and I'm stemming them with a half of a toothpick. That way the stem won't go through the small styrofoam ball that is under 2 inches in diameter to begin with. So I'm just trimming up the bottom of the flowers if necessary and inserting a half of a toothpick with a little bit of hot glue. You can see how the finished ornament ends up being much larger than the ball that you start with. I'm using some small ivory roses. I have previously dyed some of them red, and I'm using a few that are a little bit larger that have a bark center. The other supplies that you'll need is a ribbon or a piece of twine that will become the hanger of your ornament, and some type of greenery. It's important to allow the flowers with the toothpicks in them to sit for a minute to give the glue time to set before you go ahead and push it into the styrofoam. Now, if I were using all red flowers or all green or something like that, I would probably spray paint the ball, the styrofoam ball first. But I really pack these flowers in there tightly and don't seem to notice too much of the styrofoam when looking down in between. You can always go back with little pieces of greenery as well and insert just with some glue if you are seeing any bit of the styrofoam. So I'm going to use twine for my hanger, and I'm just going to hold it in place. Make your loop a little bit larger than you think that you want, because again, the size of this is going to expand as you add your flowers. That's going to cover some of the bottom of the loop as well. And I'm going to secure this by coming down the side of the ball with the twine. So just use your hot glue and hold those two sides in place for a minute. This greenery that I'm using has 3 sprigs, and then it's connected where I can insert my stem right into a hole. So your greenery might not be this way, but if it is, it really makes the greenery secure without having to stem it individually or glue it separately. So depending on how your greenery looks, you may have to stem it individually with some toothpicks or just glue it in. It's a little bit longer than I'm going to want, so you will see it sticking out further than the flowers than I want, but I'm going to go ahead and put all of the flowers in first, adding greenery on some of the flowers, and then I will go back at the end and trim up that greenery. The flowers do feel pretty secure when I am putting in the toothpick, but every now and then if it feels loose, you'll want to add a little bit of hot glue where the flower meets the ball. And you'll just continue working around until the surface of your ball is completely covered with flowers and greenery. Then I'll go back and trim this greenery down a little bit and look around for any holes anywhere that I'm seeing a little bit of styrofoam. I will just use a piece of the snipped greenery to fill that in with some hot glue.